Next up in this bundle that I picked up from Exquisite Timepieces is this GSTB400 GBA or GB1 A9er. Retail price $390. The module inside this one is actually, is it the 4350? It usually says on the back. No, it's a 5657 is what it is. So yeah, I was looking at little notepads over here, and that is not the one. You can see on the case back too, this is a carbon core guard construction. It is tough solar, has Bluetooth, so it has all the goodies, and it's a little bit smaller than the one I just did a video on this guy here. So a little bit more money, but not dramatically more. $90 more. That's usually manageable. But case size on this, measuring from here to here, excluding these bumps, is only 43.6 millimeter. And then the lug to lug, and again, I measured the case, the metal case part, not these little things here, because I would consider those to be kind of like the, part of the end link or something. And I measure the case at 46.8 millimeter, which is pretty darn small measurement for a G-Shock. Thickness, 13.5 millimeter. Again, pretty thin for a G-Shock. That's about the same thickness as a Seiko SKX. So pretty cool there as well. Rubber keeper, matching metal hardware. And we take a closer look at this tough solar guy. You can see the hour and minute hand are kind of on top of each other. And then this dial here, you can see the black line right there. That's how you can tell what mode you're on. So it's pointing towards, what is it pointing towards? Why can I not read that? Need my glasses. High. So it's on the battery level actually. So, and it says battery up top, and it's the L is down there and the H is up there. So it's pointing towards the battery level. If you hit it, you can rotate around, and it actually points towards world time. And then it's hard to read it on that negative display on the bottom, but it gives you the world time, and I think it's on London time. It's super hard to read. I mean, to the naked eye, I can read it, but to capture it on video is going to be difficult. And then there's same functions as most watches. So you have the stopwatch, countdown timer, the alarm, and then back up to your battery level. And then you have, again, really hard to read through the camera. You have a running seconds right there. Can I zoom in maybe? Without me reflecting? Yeah, you can see the running seconds there. So yeah, those negative displays, kind of a bummer. Where I was showing the Gravity Master earlier, there's no digital format here. Everything is way more legible to read, but this watch is going to my buddy Rudy, who is totally fine not being able to read all the doodads on his watch. He just likes the complications there for the visual effect. He doesn't necessarily use them. It's definitely worn more as, fashion piece that he can actually still tell time on. And he's not a traditional watch enthusiast like a lot of us, where he, like if you were to give him this watch here, he would probably destroy it in a short amount of time. Whereas if he's going to wear a G-Shock, it can take the abuse of a non-luxury watch enthusiast, and it'll keep working. And yeah, it'll get a couple of nicks and bangs and everything like that here, but odds are the door handle is probably going to take damage too if you start bouncing your G-Shock off it. That's just factual. So let me pop this on my wrist, and I have to say big thanks to Exquisite Timepieces. They hooked me up with these. I did buy them, but of course my guy Tyler there hooked me up with some deals. So here it is on my wrist, and these gold tones work really good. I got a bit of a summer tan going, but Rudy's actually got even more of a summer tan going. So I think this color will look great on him. And it's extremely comfortable. and not as intrusive as some of these larger G-Shocks. Some days you're going to want these guys, some days you're going to want these guys. Part of this batch also was this watch. I showed you this earlier, and it does give similar vibes. It's still a quartz watch. It's not an automatic, but heavy-duty metal construction, very similar to the G-Shock, but it has more weight. So he's got a lot of different options here. Rudy already has a nice watch collection, so these are just going to augment it. Once I'm done with this video, I'm going to work on that Seiko in the background. I think that one's going to work really good in the lineup as well. I'm going to show you the lume on this. It's only on the hour and minute hand. They didn't lume up all the other parts of the watch. And then I'll show you the light. So not really going through the function of the watch. So this video, if that's what you were hoping to see, I have extremely let you down. But you have dual illumination. You have the LED, of course, lighting up the entire dial. And then you have the backlighting of the negative displays. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next vid.